This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
It's your birthday!
We go to the solstice ride.
I know superstitions. I know we're going to get wet as hell.
We drop in to see what's happening at 36 Saloon.
And we teamed up with Cannonball Harley Davidson last year and had our first bike night in September, and it was a big success. So we decided this year to do that once a month.
Then we test ride another Indian motorcycle. Did you do something to this motor?
This one,
my God, it's a machine.
Yeah, this one has the stage 2 cams in it, the stage 1 exhaust and the intake, and obviously the program tune to go with it.
And good news, our Patreon page is now live.
Yes, it is, and you can get to it on steelhorsethunder.com, or you can go to our Facebook page.
No matter how you get there, make sure you get there. All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years' experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Leidendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Hey, it's Thursday night bike night. I'm here with Dan Yohe. He's the official realtor of Steel Horse Thunder. You know, Dan, we got a chance to meet you a few weeks ago. Tell me a little bit about the services that you provide.
Well, obviously, I'm here to help represent anyone, whether you're looking to buy the home of your future or to sell the current home that you're in. I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has for me. No obligation at all. And if you want to know what your home's worth, happy to help you with that. If you have questions about inspections or what to get prepared for, I'm happy to help you with that as well.
Good deal. And I know we see you out here at Bike Night quite a bit. I know you're going to be at some of the rides this year, and you're pretty easily approachable. And so when you see Dan out there, if you got some questions, make sure you stop by and talk to him.
Absolutely.
Hey man, we got another beautiful day here doing what Steel Horse Thunder does best, and that's another charity ride. And you know, this year all the charity rides have been sponsored by 36 Saloon out in Rockville, Indiana. This is the coolest place that you would want to go to. Cindy, what's your favorite thing about the place?
You know, I think the coolest thing they have is all the bikes that are up in there, all the animals, stuffed animals.
Okay, she says stuffed animals. This is not like teddy bears that you win at a carnival, okay? We're talking about really stuffed and mounted mountain lions that are on timbers that are big enough to hold a mountain lion. And it is, the landscaping is amazing, isn't it?
It is. It is so cool. They have the outdoor bar and grill, and you can sit out there or you can dine in with the family. It's just an awesome place to go.
It is. If you're looking for a place to go on your motorcycle, I'm telling you, 36 Saloon, Rockville, Indiana. It is Indiana's premier motorcycle destination. Make sure you go out there. Make sure you tell them Steel Horse Thunder sent you. All right, Cindy, what do you say we go find out what's going on with this ride?
Let's go.
All right, man, this is unusual. Normally I'm saying, hey, we're here. It's a Saturday morning. Not this time. It's a Friday evening. And Fro, I understand you guys are doing something here called the solstice ride. Can you explain to me what that's all about?
Summer solstice is the longest day of summer. And we got together a few years ago and thought, well, why not have a Friday night ride? And part of our event here tonight is we're going to raise money for Rolling Thunder. Every proceed we make tonight will go to Rolling Thunder.
Right on. And so whose idea was it about the whole summer solstice thing?
It was one of the members about 5 years ago, I want to say. Just we were all sitting having a meeting one day, and he came up with me. He goes like, I got this idea, and blah, blah. Just kind of rattled out across the table, and we're going to raise some money for a veteran association. And it just sounded so good. We all tried it. The first year was such a success. We've been doing it ever since.
Well, that's cool. And actually, you know, the weather's kind of cooperating with you guys. It sure looked like it was going to be raining all night tonight. I kept waiting for that phone call saying, no, we ain't doing it. And sure enough, here it is. And it looks like we're going to get a little more sunshine again, and it's going to be pretty nice.
We're hoping for some more sunshine because rain or shine, we're going to pull this off. If the sky stays a little clearer here in the next hour, we're hoping to see some more people show up, and we're going to have a good time tonight.
Tell me a little bit about the Vigilantes.
We're just a bunch of guys who like to ride motorcycles. We've been here 50 years. We belong in this little neighborhood, and we just have a good time.
We can bring you home just to meet mom and dad and everything, can't we?
Absolutely.
There you go. Right on, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Be safe. I know everybody's out here trying to get a little bite to eat right now, and you guys are going to be taking off pretty soon. I am so glad we finally made it out here. We heard about this a few years ago. We've never been able to make it. You know, it's a Friday night. It's usually involving, I don't know, maybe a beer or a shot of tequila or something, but by golly, we made it this time.
Tequila and beer a little bit later.
After the bikes, after kickstands
done.
There
After
you go.
the ride's done.
Kickstands down. Time to have a good time.
Have a party. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, man. All right, Snake, we're out here, and you know, obviously you're a past president of Vigilantes, and so what do you think about this whole Friday night thing?
I think it's pretty cool. Doing something for the veterans. They could use the help, so nobody else will do it. We will.
And I understand it's going to Rolling Thunder, is that correct?
Because that's one of the groups that don't take a penny. They ain't got a paycheck coming out of it or nothing. All the money donated goes to the veterans, for a fact. I mean, that's a big thing.
It's a huge thing when you don't have the big fat CEO sitting up there taking in all the money.
Nothing, yeah. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of the benefits out there that somebody's getting a big fat check on. This one here, nobody's getting a check, so other than the veterans.
Man, that's pretty cool because we obviously know the Rolling Thunder pretty well. Rode with them out to D.C. a few years back, and just a bunch of good group of guys here locally. And it's kind of nice to hear that about, you know, the national setting. It's pretty nice. So, any idea where you guys are going to go tonight?
I have no clue, but wherever it looks like we're going to get wet, but we've been wet before.
Been wet before, we'll be wet again. But I'm telling you what, I think these clouds they're parting now, and you're going to have some decent skies to ride with.
One way or another, don't matter. We're still riding.
See, this is the attitude you have when you go on a ride. Where are you going? I don't know. I'm following the guy in front of me. And what about the weather? I don't care. I'm still going. It doesn't matter what's going to happen. That's the attitude you have when you do these kind of rides, man. Well, this is cool, man. And I know you were back there by the grill. Were you trying to get something to eat? What do you know? I bump into Sam Elliott. I noticed you shaved your mustache off just a little bit. How are things going?
It's going great. It's going great. It's a good night.
It is a good night. What brings you out here tonight?
Well, there's celebrating veterans, and so we thought we'd stop by and throw a little support that direction.
I appreciate that. And I saw the patch on the back, American Legion patch on the back. So you're obviously a Legion rider yourself. And how long have you been riding?
Quite a while. I'd hate to say, but quite a while.
There you go. That's good enough. Well, Sam, I really appreciate you stopping, taking time out to talk to us. I know you're busy with the ranch and all that kind of stuff, so I appreciate you coming out here and supporting.
Okay, I thank you. I thank you very much. You're putting me in pretty high company there, you know.
That's pretty good company.
I hope he likes it. I hope he's not offended.
All right, man. Will you be safe tonight on the ride?
I'm going to try to be. And you guys, I appreciate you guys showing up down here. I mean, this is a pretty good deal.
Chris, it's the summer solstice ride. What is this all about?
It is all about giving to Rolling Thunder. Everybody joins up and comes and rides. It's a night ride, the longest night of the year, and all the proceeds go to help Rolling Thunder out.
All right, so it's the summer solstice, and we do have some. Every now and then you get some superstitions and stuff. You got superstitions about this?
I know superstitions. I know we're going to get wet as hell.
There ain't much of a superstition there. You kind of look up at the sky and you see that, right?
Exactly.
Well, I hope you don't get too wet, but I hope you have a good time.
I always do have a good time. I make a point to.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you can take it to the bank. If I say it's not going to rain, it's not going to rain. Okay, every now and then I'm wrong. Go figure, right? Going to start off summer with a good downpour right now, so good thing they got these overhangs. We're all staying dry for the moment. It's the summer solstice, and we're kind of chilling out here outside of the clubhouse. We got a little bit of rain coming down, but I noticed you just kind of had this bench warmed up and just kind of chilling out tonight, huh?
Trying to stay dry till we get on the bike.
You think? Well, you think you're going to stay dry on the bike?
No, it looks like it's going to come down.
I like the positive attitude. I like that.
At least it's warm.
That is true. That is true. Had this been a couple months ago, it'd be freezing. It'd be snowing right now.
Yeah, I've been in that too. It's no fun.
So have you ever done this?
Yeah, I did one last year.
And you came back for a second try, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a good ride. A bunch of good guys here and stuff. And
It is a good group of people here, man. Everybody's having a good time, and it's, there's just not a whole lot of attitudes. You know what I'm saying?
super good. They've always treated me great out here. Yeah, I've always fun to ride with.
Oh, later on tonight, get a little alcohol flow, and some attitude will show up then. But, right now, everybody's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, unfortunately, the weather did roll in, so I know Fro made the announcement. They're going to cancel the ride because there's rain everywhere around here. But the cool thing is, all the money that was donated, they're going to still send it off to Rolling Thunder. And to me, that's what makes a top-notch group of people right there. So they're still donating the money, and it just means the party's going to get started a little earlier.
The attorneys at Ladendorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Ladendorf Law. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Ladendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Vanessa, you are the Southside Harley-Davidson featured woman rider this week. Tell me about your bike. It is a beautiful bike.
It's a 2002 Harley-Davidson Softail.
How long have you been riding your bike?
I've had this one for 3 years, but I've been riding for 4.
So did you have another bike besides this one?
I did. It was a 07 Sportster.
Awesome. So did you go through the course to learn to ride?
No. No.
How did you learn to ride?
Please
don't tell me your husband.
My husband. I actually learned on the Patoka boat ramp.
Okay, tell me about that.
He would ride my bike down there, and then I would just ride around where all the trucks and trailers would park after they docked their boats. So I got to go around in circles for a few times.
Well, that's pretty good. How long was it before you got out on the road?
After about 5 of those, I told him, I said, I don't want to ride in circles no more. I want to go on the road. So he took me down the road.
Awesome.
We did do, a couple years ago, we did go ride the Tail of the Dragon after I'd only been riding the first year.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah, I love that ride.
So did you go pretty fast?
No, not really.
No.
My husband kept me to a slower pace.
Well, the Tail of the Dragon is an amazing ride. I love your bike. I love the color. It's a beautiful bike. I'm so glad to see women riders out there because, there's a lot of them that's starting to ride now. You see a lot of women riders. So, I hope that you have a lot of good miles on this bike. Enjoy it and have fun.
I will, thank you. And I start at 56, so it's never too late to start.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Vince, what do we have to look forward to this year with Flat Out?
Man, I'm trying to do something every weekend. Even if it's not a big, huge event, I just want people to have some place to go. Because I know sometimes I get on my bike and I'm like, where am I going to head? You know what I mean? So just about every Saturday, check our Facebook page, Flat Out Motorcycles. There's something on the pretty much every Saturday, either an open house or an event. Today, our Indian Motorcycle Ride group met up here with some people that weren't involved in the group, and they rode up for the Run for the Sun up in Anderson.
Obviously, you have this beautiful Indian showroom floor that you guys have here, but there's so much more than that here at Flat Out.
There is. I mean, Kawasaki, Yamaha for your street bike stuff. If you've got, if you play in the mud or you got a farm, we got the Polaris, the Can-Ams. I mean, there's really something here for everybody. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be just motorcycles. You've got other hobbies that involve power sports, it's here.
All right, Benny, this is the 36 Saloon Bike Night. Tell me about the Bike Night, because there is a lot of people here. You guys got a lot of bikes. I heard you say something about Cannonball, Harley Davidson rolling in here pretty soon. Tell me about it.
We teamed up with Cannonball Harley Davidson last year and had our first bike night in September, and it was a big success. So we decided this year to do that once a month. And so far we've had a great turnout with everybody. Harley Davidson comes in, brings their T-shirts. Everybody has a good time. We have bands playing.
Yeah, what's the band tonight?
Jane Doe.
So I saw that you had quite a few every month. You do that, right?
Yes. Yeah, till September.
Till September. Well, I love this place. You guys have an awesome place here in the middle of nowhere. It takes us forever to get here, but I love it. It's beautiful. You guys got a lot of people, and I know tonight is going to be a wonderful bike night.
Weather's great, so that makes a huge difference with us. And we've just, like I said, we have huge turnout. We're a destination ride for bikers, and people like to come here, so that's always good.
Okay, we're here at 36 Saloon, and this is awesome. What do you think about this place?
Absolutely love it. I love the crowd, love the people, love the atmosphere.
So do you live out here?
I'm in Avon, live out in Avon.
But you've been out here a lot.
Oh, several times. Actually, we've probably been here like the last 3 weekends, and then a couple times before that, yeah. And coming next weekend, too, for the bike rally.
Now, I saw you at a Crambo's ride, too, today. Did you do that ride?
We did not do that ride because we didn't get there until late, and we wanted to get here. We kind of got a late start, got lost.
It's your birthday.
And today
is your birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
What do I love about 36 Saloon? I'm telling you, there's a lot of good things to like about this place. But the fun thing is, you're out here at the hog pit. There's no telling who you're going to run into. Sure enough, old buddy Beef shows up here. Beef, where have you been?
Working. That's all I do is work. No, it's a great time out here. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
All right, now I know you kind of live in this area, generally speaking. I mean, compared to where I live, you live in this area. Do you come out here very often?
I've only been out here once this year, but that's because of my work schedule. After today, though, I'll probably be back a lot more.
Hey, I'm up here at Flat Out Motorcycles, getting ready to ride the new 2018 Chiefton Limited. I understand this thing has a lot of power to it, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. I like the open breather. It just kind of has that, I want to get up and go look to it. You know, cosmetically, I love the paint scheme on it. Love the striping on it. Again, it's got a very aerodynamic kind of look to the whole thing, and I like the way everything rounds off on it. Nice big seat. I like it. Got a very sporty look to it, even though it's big and it's got the fairing on the front end. I kind of like that. It's got a good seat to it. One thing I love about these Indians, the running boards or the foot boards, whatever you want to call them, they're huge. I wear a size 12. They fit me perfect. I got plenty of room to come up here, come back. I mean, it's just nice. If you have the heel toe shifter, they're usually back in this area. I love the running boards. It gives you plenty of room, makes you very comfortable when you're riding down the road for a long time. This bike feels like it's got good balance to it, so let's take it out on the road and see what she'll do. This is a Chiefton Limited. There's no way this could be stock. Holy crap. This motor is wanting to go. Chiefton Limited, correct?
Limited. Yep.
First question I gotta ask: did you do something to this motor? Because my God, it's a machine.
Yeah, this one has the stage 2 cams in it, the stage 1 exhaust and the intake, and obviously the program tune to go with it. So it livens it up a little bit, increases throttle response a little bit, makes you smile.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man, it was like, I mean, as soon as I let the clutch out, I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is ready to go. It was, it was quite a pleasant surprise. Yeah. I'll tell you, it was, you know, I like the way it handles. I like the way it, you know, leans in the curves. I always say Indian motorcycles, transmissions, ultra smooth. You know, the Victory motorcycles to me back 20 years ago when they came out, it was like, you know, people need to learn something about how these transmissions work, because the Victories always had such great transmissions. These Indians, just a smooth, nice, smooth, silky transmission. But my God, the throttle response on this bike, it definitely put a smile on your face, no doubt.
That's why I wanted you to ride this one, to see the difference and what you can do. And these are all genuine Indian accessories. Wow. I mean, we didn't send it out to a shop or anything. These are all just stuff you can buy and have installed. So,
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, you know, you gave me the opportunity to ride the Roadmaster.
Right.
And I'll be honest, the Roadmaster, as far as, I don't know if you want to say the suspension or what, but the ride itself, obviously it was made more for a long haul, because it definitely handles everything, I mean, perfectly and everything else. Not that this doesn't, but this is kind of more my style. Right. No tour trunk, you know what I mean? And the windshield was a shorter windshield and stuff, and just a little bit more sporty to me. It's a little more on the sporty side, and to me, it's just, it kind of fits my style or my riding preference. This fits it for me. Even the stock saddles always fit good. I just fit really good on this bike. And again, after riding it with that kind of motor, I mean, my gosh, the power.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about what this bike does offer.
Well, the Chiefton Limited, what you get is the open front wheel, so you don't have that skirted front wheel like a lot of the Indians have to worry about. You have the open front wheel, so you can see that nice cast cut aluminum wheel. You still have the same ride command, just like you had on the Roadmaster. That's all standard. The chrome controls, throttle by wire, the power windshield, that's just all standard on it. Power locking bags, so you just set your key fob for that. Now the Chiefton is available without a rear seat if you want to just do a straight solo.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, but the Chiefton Limited comes with the rear seat and rear pegs already, so you can take your passenger for a ride. It's already set up for a quick release if you want to add a sissy bar or a backrest or luggage rack. So it's kind of Indian. That's one thing I like about Indian is everything's there. You know, I mean, there's not a lot of add-ons. You know, they like to sell you a complete bike ready to go. Right. And there are custom pieces you can put on through Indian or through other outside manufacturers. But when you buy the bike, it's ready. You don't have to spend an hour picking out things to make it ready for your trip. So
exactly. Yeah, I felt like I could take this. I could take off and run to the Smoky Mountains right now if I wanted to. So yeah, it was. And can I?
we take our plate off.
I just saw you nod your head. I thought maybe I was getting a thumbs up to go. I was going to take off.
So this is a 7-inch standard ride command screen. You'll see it fire up here. It fires up very quick. Even the nav is very quick, which is something Indian really tried to make sure they answer to what the people wanted. No, we don't need a gas stop right now. So from this nav screen, it's all pinch and zoom, just like your cell phone. So if you want to look at area map over here, you just drag it over. If you want to zoom in on area. Then you got this screen, which is all your information. You have 3 different screens to choose from, but within those 3 screens, you can customize what you want on each one. So really, you can tune it for whatever you want. I mean, this, you know, like I said, I like an old-fashioned compass. I like nav. I don't really do much of the radio. Maybe you can see tire pressure, whatever you want. You just select it, then that's what you'll have. So you can monitor your tire pressure, your engine service. You have your radio. This one's 100 watt with just the front speakers, but that's standard. Bluetooth to your phone or headsets, whatever you want. And then of course you got your nav. But it's all right there.
And had I paid attention to that, I wouldn't keep missing my turn. But
yes, and you'd stay out of the construction
area. I don't mean to take such a long ride when I go out on these things. I just accidentally missed that turn. That's
the next time I'll just program back to here, and you can just follow it.
There you go.
But yeah, so it's all standard and all built in. It's really, you know, it seems kind of intimidating at first because it's so big right in front of you. But really, once you get to do it, it's very intuitive, and you can even control it from your thumb if you don't like taking your hand off the control. So you can control it from over there if you like.
In all honesty, it really isn't distracting either when you're riding. It really, because I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it would be very distracting having that big of a screen down there. But like you said, when you're riding, you really, unless you're specifically looking down to see something, you really don't even notice it when you're riding.
And then of course you have your power windshield, which I really like. Even on these little stubby windshields, you can drop it all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's
Pretty
cool just
sweet.
to watch.
Pretty sweet. Thank you so much for letting me ride this. It was. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one makes everybody smile. It makes everybody smile.
Hey, we got great news. Our Patreon page is live.
Yes, it is, and you can get to it on steelhorsethunder.com, or you can go to our Facebook page.
No matter how you get there, make sure you get there. We've got the 3 levels. We have the bronze level, which entitles you to the podcast that we're going to be doing once a month. And if you become a silver member, that's $10 a month. You'll get the podcast every month, plus you'll also be getting a special holiday gift basket. And then if you join up for the gold membership, that will get you the podcast, it'll get you the holiday gift basket, and it's also going to give you some special perks that we're going to do at our end of the season party. So once again, we are finally live. It's time to ride. And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Hi. How's that for generic? Time for some candy. It's 4:20. There's animals coming out of the trees.